Well, hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. It's early morning Wednesday. I think early 12:30 in the morning. I know it's so late to do a live video, but I just got home from an awesome trip from Utah, and coming home to all these different things and coming back to just a lot of situations, and I just had some thoughts, and a lot of times I like to share my thoughts because it just helps me remember, I guess, some of the things that I'm going through or be able to help other people through and stuff like that. So, um, one of the things that I think about, and I've had a lot of different discussions. I've had a lot of different discussions with my children and with friends and just with things that have been happening. And I know all of us go through a lot of different things in our life. We have a lot of hard situations that we go through. And sometimes I think that it gets so overwhelming, right? And we have to remember that we can do hard things and we can get through different things. And I was just talking to, I think it was my son, just when I was in Utah just a few days ago or whatever, and I talked about a worry list basically, and it's a list that you can make where you can list down everything that is bothering you and everything that is worrying you, and until your pen stops. And I think I've talked about this very subject before, to where you can write down things and write them down and write them down, whatever's you're facing. And a lot of us are going through a lot of different trials right now. I know a lot of friends have some parents who are not feeling very well or who are in the hospital, and I listen to all of these different things that a lot of people are going through, and it makes me stop and think about my own life and about you know just things that are happening in the world, and it's really easy to get discouraged, and we have to pick ourselves back up and realize that we can make it. And sometimes it's just a matter of taking it one step at a time and not trying to tackle everything all at once. I've been, like I said, I've been talking to several of my children about this and how important it is to realize that the trials that we go through every day only make us stronger. And I think that whenever things are hard in our life, we think, oh, I'm not going to make it through this, or, it's just too much. I can't handle it. But if we break it up into pieces, and I was just having a conversation with one of my children about this, and just take everything and start from where you are, and not feel like you have to get through everything. You just have to take it one step at a time, and you can do it, and you can. Hi, Tiffany. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. I missed seeing you in Nederland the other time I was down for my reunion. So, yeah, so what I was saying is, we all have different things that we're going through that every single one of us, I don't care who we are, we go through hard things on a daily basis. It could be health, it could be relationships, it could be jobs, it can be, financial, it could be anything. And we all have hard things that we go through. And lately, we had a conference in our church where they had somebody speak about you can do hard things. And I've taken that, into my life. And I realize on a daily basis, whenever things get hard, I say to myself, I can do hard things. And they are hard, and for some, it's harder for others than, it's hard for other people than others, in certain situations or whatever. But knowing that you can just take it a step at a time, and you will make it. And I know, like I say, I just look in the world today and I look at a lot of my friends and family and just things that people are going through, and it's a lot of stuff. But you know, it's okay because we just know that we can get through it. And so I know it's really late. I'm still waiting on my daughter to come in from Utah. We were on different flights. So I was just having a talk with one of my daughters. And so we're still recovering from just traveling. But I just had some thoughts, about sharing that with you guys. And I feel like, with Facebook Live and everything, and some of you are up late at night, I see. And it's something to think about. It's something to think about in your own life, like how do I get through my trials every single day that are hard, and we each have them, like I say. And so one would be to write them down. Second would be to pray about it. Aubrey, I miss you already, and the babies. Come down and see me. And so, you know, do whatever you need to do and whatever it takes to make it through. My heart's a little bit heavy tonight. There's just a lot of things that are going on, and you know, like I say, and I think about my friends and my family and different things that people are going through on a daily basis, and it makes my heart hurt sometimes, you know, but even when we're hurting, we can still make it through, and even when it's hard, we can still make it through. And so for those of you who are hurting and those of you who are having a hard time, just know that that's what makes you stronger. You know, I look back at my journal of when I was 16, and what used to be so hard when I was 16, I look at that now, you know, now that I'm like 47, I think that was so easy, because every single trial that we go through makes us stronger, and it makes us who we are. You know, when I was up in Utah, hi, it's my son. When I was up in Utah, and I'll leave you with a thought because I know I don't want to make this video so long, is we went on a hike, and it was pretty hard. You know, it was all uphill. It was steep. It was only 2.2 miles, but 3 miles going to the top. And that doesn't sound like a lot of miles, but when you are going uphill, it is so hard. And then coming down, you think it's, you know, and it's a lot easier coming down, but you still have to be strong. I mean, you have to figure out how to make it down the hill without hurting your knees, right? So it's like that, you know, but once you're at the top, you feel so accomplished that you got that done. So I always love that analogy. That was an awesome, you can use those, son. Son is asking for headphones. The mountain analogy, basically, that it's very hard when you're going up. But guess what? I just take one step at a time, and I look at my feet when I'm going, and I'm thinking, I can make it to the top of this mountain, and I can make it to the bottom, and it's just one foot in front of the other, and just one step at a time. All right, I'm going to show you one more time my awesome Serenity Fountain to share with you before I let you. This is what I do when I get home. I just sit in my chair, and I on my oils, and I listen to this little fountain, and that's how I end my night. So, thank you, April. I really appreciate your comments and your sweet thoughts. And so I know this is early in the morning for some of you, wherever you are. It's like almost 12:30 a.m. in Texas. I guess I'm still on Utah time or whatever. But anyway, I hope that helps some of you. And those of you who would like to live subscribe on the top, there's a live subscribe button if you'd like to kind of hang out with us when we have these little chats. And if you'd like to go to my blog at joypackard.com, www.joypackard.com. Lots of awesome videos that we save on there and we share with you. So I hope you guys have an awesome night, and I hope that this has helped you in some way. It's just been on my mind today, and it was heavy on my heart, and I know some of you are going through a lot of different things here too. So take care. I'm going to wait for my other daughter to come in from Utah and finish unpacking. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.